Hey guys, Jay here with Tap and Turn Gaming, and today I'm coming at you with a Legend review. May have seen Derek do quite a few of these in the past, but I guess it's my turn to do one. And today's Legend is a card that will be featured in the upcoming Khans of Tarkir set, Zurgo Helmsmasher. He is a 5-cost, 7/2 legendary Orc Warrior. He has haste. He also attacks each combat if able. He also has Indestructible as long as it's your turn. And whenever a creature dealt damage by Zurgo Helmsmasher this turn dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Zurgo Helmsmasher. So, I mean, just my personal take on this guy. He's really solid. Being able to drop a 7-power creature on turn 5 is pretty good. A creature with haste is even better. A creature that's indestructible while it's your turn is also really, really good. So, I mean, I think this guy would probably be best suited as like a Voltron general. You know, you'd probably want to suit him up with some equipments or, you know, some sort of, you know, enchantments that, you know, buff his power and toughness. And just make him go in for huge amounts of damage. As far as, you know, other cards that you would run in a deck, you know, led by him, you'd probably want to make it a really aggressive deck. I mean, you got some pretty solid colors to play an aggressive style deck. You got, you know, red, which has a lot of creatures with haste. You know, white, which has a lot of support cards, and, you know, creatures that, you know, can do some pretty cool things, and black, you know, for like spot removal, stuff like that. So, I mean, I would personally probably build this guy as a Voltron general, with, you know, some creatures, you know, that has some, you know, maybe some enters the battlefield abilities that, you know, kill other creatures, maybe like, you know, like Necrotal, Shriekmaw, Dark Hatchling, to clear a path for Zurgo to smash your opponent's face in. You know, as far as suiting him up and making him bigger, you know, aside from the obvious choices like Lightning Greaves and, you know, Swiftfoot Boots, you know, you could run some, you know, some of the swords, you know, like Loxodon Warhammer maybe, you know, just basically, you know, build them like a Voltron general. I mean, a lot of you know what that is. You know, so you essentially want to suit your general up with some equipments or enchantments that boost them up and just, you know, swing with them. You know, the fact that he's indestructible on your turn makes him pretty potent. You know, he is vulnerable to, you know, --, spells because he only has 2 toughness. So, you know, he could be susceptible to like a, oh, I don't know, sudden death or, you know, a last gasp or anything that gives a --, because indestructibility, as you know, doesn't get around that. But, you know, if you dropped like a Swiftfoot Boots on this guy, he's indestructible on your turn, and then on your opponent's turn, they can't target him. So, you know, I mean, basically the only way your opponent would be able to get rid of him off of the board is to do like a mass board wipe on their turn, because he's not indestructible as long as it's not your turn. But, I mean, overall, plus, I mean, if they do manage to block him with a creature, you know, and that creature's going to die, not a lot of creatures are going to survive 7 power. You know, he's just going to keep getting bigger. Every creature that he kills, he gets bigger. So, I mean, he's definitely a really, really solid Voltron-style general, I believe. That's how I would build him personally. You know, and as far as, you know, other cards that you would play in the 99, if you were to have him as your general, I would personally play, you know, a lot of spot removal, you know, creatures that have enter the battlefield abilities that either deal damage or, you know, kill other creatures, things like that to clear a path for your general to get in for general damage. You know, and if he does happen to, you know, get removed off the board, he has a relatively low casting cost for a general at 5. So, you know, you could also play some other creatures that have haste. You know, play haste effects. You know, like a Hammer of Perforos, a Fervor, to give all your other creatures haste. Things like that. So, if you were to build a deck around Zurgo, I mean, I would personally recommend it to be a very aggressive style deck with a lot of creatures that have ETB abilities that either, you know, deal damage or, you know, kill other creatures and stuff like that to clear a path for Zurgo so he can smash your opponent's face. But yeah, you know, that is my overall take on Zurgo Helmsmasher. I think he's really, really good. You know, I'm actually slightly interested in building a deck around him myself, a very aggressive style deck. I think that's what would suit him best if he were your general. But yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys. You know, if you have any suggestions or thoughts about Zurgo, if you plan on building a deck with him, maybe you already have a deck with him, maybe you bought the dual deck with him in it and you've already built the deck, feel free to tell us about it in the comment section. But this has been Jay with Tap and Turn Gaming. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and we'll catch you later.